Morning, folks, and welcome. We continue in chapter 46. Yesterday we gave a metaphor. The Alter Rebbe gave a metaphor, and today we start to unpack that metaphor. The metaphor is the great and mighty king takes his entourage and finds a simpleton, a pauper, who's living on a dunghill. And he himself personally removes him from the dunghill and brings him to the palace, where not only does he get cleansed, but he brings him into the inner chamber, a place where even the great ministers don't come in, and there has a profound, deep relationship, an embrace, a hug, and a kiss. What does this all mean? Well, obviously, the great and mighty king is God Almighty, and God Almighty is the ultimate great king, creator of all, and has a retinue and above, and that is unbelievable. Angels without end. Even though every regiment has a limit of angels, thousands of thousands, but regiments, there's without count. So in other words, the retinue, the heavenly abode is beyond. And God pervades all worlds and transcends all worlds at the same time. Yet, all of this he sets aside, not his interest. All of the spiritual realms, and what does he want? Down here. As the angels say, where is his glory? And this world is full of his glory because of his people, Israel. And his people, where did God find them? In servitude, in slavery, in Egypt, living on a dung heap, metaphorically speaking. And as we say in the Pesach Haggadah, not through an angel, not through a saraf, not through anybody but God himself, he himself took us out. The king himself. Not any of his ministers, not the angel Michael, no one but God himself came and took us out of our dunghill that we were living in. And why did he do that? In order to bring us close to him. He brings us into the inner chamber. And in the inner chamber, there he has a very profound, deep relationship with us. How so? Because he gives us two things, a kiss and a hug. A kiss is the metaphor. A kiss is two lips coming together, an exchange of breath. Metaphorically, that is when we are saying words of Torah, we are saying God's words. It's like two lips coming together, right? We are, so to speak, mimicking him. And at the same time, the Spirit of God, which is his will and wisdom, is now exchanged, just like there's a breath exchange, so to speak, in a kiss. So there's an exchange that we get the breath of God, the Spirit of God, meaning his will and wisdom, that becomes a part of us. In other words, his wisdom becomes our wisdom. His vision becomes our vision. That's a very intimate connection. Furthermore, he gives us a royal embrace. What's an embrace? Is like you take your physical hands and you embrace an individual. Well, what is that a metaphor? So we speak previously about the mitzvahs that they are the limbs of God. 248 limbs. God gives us an embrace of himself. He's embracing us through a mitzvah. So when we give charity, when we put on tefillin, light Shabbos candles, visit the sick, whatever mitzvahs of the 248 positive commandments, we are being embraced by a limb, as it were, metaphorically, of God Almighty. The limb is embracing us. That's an amazing connection. God doesn't do this for the angels. The truth is, he does it specifically and uniquely for the Jewish people, because he gave us the Torah and he gave us mitzvahs. And the Torah and mitzvahs that he gave us have this unique bond in connection to him. A kiss and an embrace. That is today's class. We're going to further unwrap this metaphor as we continue. But that's the basis of the metaphor. A great and mighty king, no greater king than God in the territory that he controls. Not just this world, but the heavens above. And yet, all of that, he doesn't want his ministers. He doesn't want the angel Michael or the angel Gabriel, Michael or Gabriel. He doesn't want all those holy souls above even. What he wants is those holy souls down here in this world. And he brings us into the inner chamber, there to have the deepest connection and relationship of a kiss and a hug. Torah and mitzvahs. Torah, which we just learned, and mitzvahs that we continue to do throughout the day. Beautiful, beautiful metaphor. Again, we just started it. We're going to unravel more of it. Stay tuned for more. All right. Who did I not get a chance to say hello? Lioness. Okay, thank you for joining. Molly and Rita. Who else? I think everybody else. It looks like Isa. Shavua Tov. Shaheen from New York. Cindy from Florida. Good morning. Susanna, also from Florida. Joseph from Texas. Ita. Lindsay. Asmi from Russia. All right, folks. Sharing is caring. Please share the Alter Rebbe's teachings with others. I got to figure out what's with the phone here, but we will. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from my home in Montreal, where it's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have a wonderful day.